probably like a step too far, but too late, man. I got it. If you didn't watch the last live, Joe, dude, I fought for an hour trying to break the bead on this thing, man. I'm here, He-Man, and I got it though. Just gonna clean up the edge a little bit. And I'm gonna invest in a tire bead breaker. Yeah, that's definitely gotta happen. We gotta invest in a tire bead breaker. Get a rag here. Like I said, that tire's been on that rim since like 1997, dude. It was just an absolute nightmare. It didn't want to behave. An old friggin' tire. It wanted to stay where it was. We're gonna re-lube this anyway, but let's get some of this sandpaper grit off of here. There were still bits of the old rubber kind of stuck in there, and I wanted to clean that off. Yeah, okay. What you got kicking here? Yeah. I think I'm gonna do it. I said to myself, yeah, I don't think I need this. I figured I would need one for like an ATV tire. Rotation will be this way. Belt's on the right, so it's going to turn this way. This is the direction the tire got to go on. I've seen a few different ways of doing this. Okay. A lot of fellers will take a zip tie, throw a zip tie around it. What do you got there? What's up, Jason? Brazil, hey, what's up? So, we're not going to do that. We're going to try it the old school way and just flop it on. What we are going to do, we're going to warm this sucker up real good. Because that was the deciding difference on breaking the bead on the other tire. I spent 10 minutes warming it up with the heat gun, fought it a little more, and the bead popped right off. You can smell that, it stinks. Now, see a little red spot right there? Soap works good. I got silicone lube for that. This little red spot right here, That's got to go where your valve stem is. Helps keep everything balanced. And we don't have, you know, the shit needed to balance this, so. Double check. The belt will be on that side. It's going to roll forward. Okay, rotation and orientation for rotation is correct. Let's get some Juji juice on there, a little bit of this stuff, some PB Blaster silicone. How do I like that heater? It's a cheap piece of crap, but it works. It's about the best I could tell you on it. I mean, I think it was only like 15 bucks. It's made in China, and you know, it heated the tire up enough to get it where it needed to be, right? So the fact that it works, I guess, yeah, I like it. Okay, we're at this point. That's almost in line. We gotta spin that more. I don't like the orientation. Well, you know, it's gonna have to work. That almost hurt. Ruby. Watch what I'm doing here. Sorry if I'm not going to talk too much. But I'm paying close attention to what I'm doing the best I can here. Get this oriented where it's supposed to be. Right there. Red dot with the valve stem. Move this side up. those of you who don't know, old Joe there, that's a good buddy of mine, and his wife just got him a camera Christmas. You'll see maybe some riding videos of me and him from that camera. What I got there? Use soap. I usually go from the pulley side so you can tap the bead with a hammer. I figured the pulley side kind of lifts the rim in the air a little more. Last time I did this was a dirt bike tire in like the 90s. Like for real, I've been lazy. I've been just paying somebody to put tires on for me. And it's been literally that long, so that gives you an idea. It's been a very long time since I have done this. It's a fight. It was a fight back then. It's a friggin' fight now. Way too big of a bite. There we go. That's a little better. And one side's going to want to flop right on. The other side's going to be the shitty one, isn't it? Yep, that's what's gonna fight and bite me. Oh, maybe not. That's getting annoying. See, when you see me taking a bite over here, I'm making sure that the bead of the tire is down in the V, which is what's going to fight you up here to get it stretched over the edge better. Probably should have warmed it up a little better, but we didn't, so here we are. That's some good bitch. Come on, you bastard! Get a tire spoon under that, though. Maybe not. Ooh, almost. Ah, you devil. Almost, baby. That's just too fat to get underneath there. If I get it over here. There we go. Nah, my back's bad, man. You know that, Joe. Floor ain't happening. It just hurt too much. But here we go. Now, a fun part. It's eating the freaking bead. That might be fun. Might not be fun. I don't know. Gonna be a little noisy. Gotta fire up your compressor. Pardon me, folks. I gotta pee. That masked the sound of me using the bathroom. I don't think we're going to need ether for this, guys. I think we'll be just fine without it. Let me get the valve core ready. That tire's lubed up enough and it's stiff enough that I think it's going to be just fine. And this valve core don't look too bad. I think we'll reuse it. Tool ready. Get that set over here. Fire up a cigarette for good luck. Worst case scenario, I got ratcheting straps I'll put around it and we'll do it that way. That's right. Shit. That ain't gonna work like that, is it? Try this. Yeah, that ain't gonna work like that either. Really don't want to do the starting fluid technique. Really don't want to try that. I mean, if I got to, I guess we'll go there, but I really do not want to go there. Sucks. With the tire changer thing I got, you can't just blow air. You gotta have a valve core. And some of these just press on in on them like that, you know, but this one you gotta have the core. And I know with the core out, it's definitely gonna work a lot better. But I don't have that kind of setup. We're gonna try it. Maybe she'll see. Son of a bitch. It's almost going. I know if I had a damn valve core out, there to go, but we're going to try this. I really don't want to put a crap ton of pressure, and it's almost seated. Last little bit, don't want to flop over. Throw lube at it to hopefully get it to go over. Dawn soap time, maybe. I'm made for doing car tires. one spot right here it don't want to seal. There's all kind of pressure on that one spot with the tire Bead Cedar 5000, also known as a ratchet strap. I think we're going to give it one more try, and if we don't get it, I'm just going to take it to work. Should have done that before. Well, hey, look, it's like this. Take the stem out. Anyways, yeah, should have done that before. But here's the thing: the bead seated, except for the last little bit. Everybody's an expert until it comes time to actually do the shit, myself included. A little juice leak out there in it. We have to. I got more in the house. We'll run a second one around here. Where this clamping force is where it was not seating. It might seat here. Would help if I had a bigger compressor, but I don't. Unfortunately, folks, I think my air compressor just doesn't have what it takes to do this. I may have to just take this to work Monday and get it done then. Right? Can't take the stem out, not with what I got here. So, hey, it is what it is. I'm going to let it try one more time. Heat it up. Let me see if I got a different whatchamacallit here. Air chuck. I think I do. Maybe I don't. No, I don't. Yeah. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. We did the hardest part of it. We got the old tire off the rim. We got the new tire on the rim. I will get this bead to seat. Probably not today. Probably not with what I got here. There's nothing I can do about it. I have it. I'll be home tomorrow. If you want to bring it up. Yeah. Dude, it's a long ass ride. I mean, maybe. We'll see. RJ will be at the shop tomorrow. As y'all know, I work in a steel mill, but I drive truck in a steel mill. So our shop, we change truck tires. I've changed more truck tires than I care to think about. We can seat the bead there with what they got. But as you see what I'm working with, that's the compressor I'm working with. And it doesn't have enough ass to boop. And I'm just not comfortable doing the whole spray some ether thing. I'm not. Other guys want to do that and that'll work for them. That's cool. I personally am not going to do that. I mean, I've done it on a truck tire. That's a different story. You know, and I did that when I was a lot younger and stupider. I've seen people get hurt. I've got hurt. I'm definitely not doing it on my workbench in my garage where I can get, you know, like seriously free board. That's not happening. We're not doing ether, so the ether comments say you guys can do what you want with your tires. Me personally, a motorcycle tire, I'm not doing the ether thing too. And it's just one little section of the bead that's being a pain in my anus. So maybe if we move our strap around to that one section that's bad, maybe we can get it to seat. If not, yeah, we got cheater tanks at work that'll pop a truck tire on a rim. We got a compressor that'll do the job. I have a dinky little tire inflating compressor here because it's kind of all I need. See, we clamp it down here, we solve the problem here. If we move it here, I may later on this evening go up to the house. I have another ratchet strap. Of course, they're in the house, not in the garage, because I don't really use these in the garage. Put another ratchet strap or the base plate is going to be here. The rest of the bead seated. It's just right in here. Just does not want to comply. Kind of like me when I used to drink moonshine and the cops would come around. Subject does not comply. All right, we'll give it one more shot, and then time we got. Yeah, we give it one more shot, and then I got pot roast cooking up in a house, and Mrs. Phoenix Motorsports is not going to be happy if I'm down here when it's time to eat dinner. You know, I'm fat, need that pot roast to be happy. And you saying, "Oh, what's up, Joe? You like to cook too, man. Homeboy eats good." Me and Joe, we trade recipes all the time. He's another truck driver and biker friend of mine. That's it. Is what it is, man. That's how you change a motorcycle tire. I got it. Machines are set to auto shut off. No, it's set to shut off at 150 pounds. I'm getting about 40 pounds, but it's not enough to bloop. There's not enough volume going in to expand the tire out, and it just is what it is. Uh, that's a bitch. That kind of really sucks. So close. And the only other thing I can do is get another ratchet strap. See, the flat part of the ratchet strap right here is pinching down the bead here when it's not sealing. So if I get another ratchet strap started and I see it's not sealing here, I can crank it tight over here, and that'll help. Let the compressor seal up. One more time. One more time. Turn the outlet pressure down to 60. No matter what, no more than 60 pounds of air should come out of here. I'd have it. Yeah, I'm about to go have pot roast, but man, damn it, I don't like giving up. Crank it wide open, god dang it. Come on, baby. Give me what you got, goddamn you. Folks, that goes to show you never give up. One more time, and there you go. Hello, am I homeless? No, I work in a shitty little garage behind my house that I own, and I own a motorcycle shop that is behind my house. And when I work in my garage, yes, I get dirty and I wear old beat up clothes. And I'm a biker. We don't shave. We let our beard and hairs grow. So you have a nice day, Philip PEK 81. Oh, by the way, if you'd like to talk shit, I live near the McKeesport area. Please come do it to my face, not online like a little bitch living in his mama's basement. Have a good day. I was homeless. I was 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I had nowhere to live, no money. In 5 years, I rebuilt my life. I bought a house. I bought 2 cars, 3 Harley Davidsons, and this motorcycle shop. 5 years. £45, baby. I can't believe it's seated. £40, getting close. All right. 40 pounds on the nose. You was too last year. Hey, keep fighting, dude. It gets better. Like, whatever. We're past this. The tire's on. It's aired up now. The bead has seated. Here, let me show you something, and it's real important to me. I don't know if you're new to the channel. Yesterday was my clean and sober date. 5 years. Okay. I keep this right here to remind me. I went through an outpatient rehab facility. It was like literally the cheapest, and it is what it is. It was a crappy one, but I changed my life to do this right here, to have this shop. The bikes I work on, okay. These 2 Harleys, that Harley, that's mine. That's a customer's bike. That's a customer's bike. So that's why we do this, man. Keep your fucking head up and keep rocking. Do whatever you got to do. Make money. Survive by all means. Stay clean and sober. And don't ever, ever give up, dude. I tried one more time. Like, I should be upstairs eating dinner, right? My old lady's about to kill me, but I decided I was going to try one more time to get that tire to take air. And here, look, it's seated on the bead. Man, never, ever, ever give up. Yeah, Joe was there the whole way, man. Joe has been there the whole way. This guy has been a friend of mine. Like, I kind of owe my life to him, man. He pep talks and shit, kept lifting me up. He's a solid dude, man. Joe is a solid guy. We're holding air pressure. We're good. We're golden. We're done. And actually, if you watch my videos, man, we did a... That was a creepy little funk. We did a video. He's in it. I think it was the local ABATE chapter's suicide prevention run. They made, they do a bike run. Bikers all show up. Everybody throws money to ride. It's not free. It's something we could do for free, but we donate. And it was donated to a suicide prevention hotline here in Pennsylvania. And Joe was there. He went on that ride with me, and you'll see he's got a big blue bagger bike. He's riding in front of me. And actually, that's my old lady on the back of his bike. She got stung by a bee. She's highly allergic. We had to hit her with like 5 EpiPens to get her to come back around, ambulance, everything. I told her, just go to the hospital, dude. I'll ride home, get the card. Nope. She insisted on riding back, but we were on my Super Glide, and she doesn't like that bike. She just was feeling woozy. So she rode on the back of Joe's Electric Glide. It's got the big armrest, the big backrest, and all that. You could pretty much fall asleep. It's because of that ride that I was able to talk her into, hey, I'm going to spend some money and buy myself an electric glide. So I thank you for that, Joe. I wouldn't have that bike if it wasn't for you. Because she wanted me to get another Yamaha Roadstar or another Goldwing, but I like Harleys, so that's how I ended up with that electric glide. Because my own boy Joe gave my girlfriend a ride back from a charity motorcycle run on the back of his. All right. One down, one to go. And you know what? I'm not putting this on here tonight. I have had enough. I have done a tune-up and oil change on another bike today. Got that rim off. Showed you guys how to change a motorcycle tire by hand. I guess. Yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly. Hey, it's because of that I got an electric glide today. But yeah, I've showed you guys that you don't need a tire machine. You don't need all kind of crazy fancy tools. They help. They're nice, but you don't necessarily need all that shit. What you need is some simple skills. I'm an idiot. If I can do this, you can do this. And a whole lot of don't give up. The whole point of doing this bike is everything I'm doing is just how they used to build motorcycles in the 70s. If you follow the live videos, you'll see the progression. It's going to end up as a swing arm chopper. In other words, lowered in the back, extended forks in the front, and a little bit of rake. Everything's done in-house right here. Right now, for Harley-Davidson Sportsters, you could pretty much pick your poison and just order parts and bolt it together and spend $5,000. That's not the way I'm doing it. It's done by hand, used parts, eBay parts. When it's all said and done, I will have $3,500 into this bike from beginning to end. And honestly, I'm too fucking big for a Sportster, but another good buddy of mine needed some money. I like him. He's a good, great dude, man. Does charity work for kids, all kind of shit. He needed some money, and, well, I don't like him enough to loan him money, so he was going to sell this bike, and he brought me the carburetor to rebuild, which I did. Turned out it wasn't the carburetor that was the problem. The bike needed intake seals. He didn't want to put money into it, so I bought it. And mainly I bought it to make these videos with. It's a 1997. It has 3,900 miles. It's barely broken, and it sat for years. He's up running, drag pipes, the whole stage 1 bullcrap. Yeah, no, I should quit smoking. Look, here's the deal. I'm fat. I quit smoking, I'm going to be super fat. I've tried. It don't work. I quit smoking cold turkey, gained like 30 pounds. I quit smoking by using chew. It worked, but it just didn't cut it. And I did the vaping thing, which worked very well. Unfortunately, I got to coughing and hacking, and I couldn't breathe right. Vaping, dude, that vaping's bad for you. Anything you breathe in other than fresh air is bad for you, let's face it. But vaping, dude, no. That's definitely some bad juju, dude. Bad news. Alright, I'm going to go enjoy the Valentine's dinner with the missus. I will catch you cats and kittens sometime tomorrow live. I got a few other engagements I got to do, but we'll get that rear wheel bolted back on. We'll get the front wheel up off of it, and we will change the front. So, thanks for watching, man. If you have not already, like and subscribe. Phoenix Motorsports, where we make these dead motorcycles rise from the ashes and ride again. We're outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Why can I not end the live?